Welcome back. So cues across Asia are actually pretty okay. Most markets are trading higher. Let's get the implied open up for us and see if we can continue our winning streak, because it's been a good run for the Indian market. And there we go, getting about a 30-point lift up at the open. At least that's what the indication is at this point in time. As always, plenty of stocks to focus on. So let's straight away get to it with our research team. Here's the CNBC-TV18 list of top stocks to watch. Guys, morning. Lots of pharma names in the news. So let's start off with Ather. Ather, why are you watching out for Fortis?
Well, yes, Fortis is in focus because they've signed a collaboration with Ekana Group in Lucknow. And this is for the management and operation of a 550-bed greenfield super speciality hospital. So they will be managing this particular hospital once it comes up. It's the third major presence for the company in Uttar Pradesh. It joins their network of hospitals in Noida as well as Greater Noida. So I expect the stock to be in focus on account of this.
All right, Ather, thank you very much for that. That is Fortis in focus. Ather Energy is the next one we're going to focus on. Sudarshan is here with details. Sudarshan, this is data coming out?
That's correct. So Ather Energy has been seeing a move higher recently, and recently it had hit the high of 450, and it's up almost 30% from the listing price of rupees 321. Now in the month of August, company is set to outperform some of the incumbent players as well as Ola as far as the registration data is concerned. Now, as of August 20th, total registration stands as around 10,248 units against Ola's total registration of 9,522 units. So we still have 9 days to go in this month, but registration of Ather Energy is almost at the same level that the company had seen in entire month of August 2024. What do brokerages feel? As per Bloomberg data, 4 brokerages have the coverage, and all of them have a buy call with highest target price is 480 and lowest target price is 450 per share, and that's the reason I'm going with green for Ather, mainly because of registration data for the month of August.
Okay, all right, sir. Thanks a lot for that. But there's a big trade today expected on Clean Science. Hormuz joins us to tell us more. Hormuz?
Earnings are over, block deals are back, and promoters of Clean Sciences are looking to sell stake. A couple of promoters plan to sell up to 24%, and that is a deal valued at over 2,600 crore rupees. The floor price is at a 13% discount to yesterday's close. Now, the promoters, multiple of them, hold close to 75% stake in the company. Now, the selling entities, one of them has a 12.8% stake, the other one has a 2.6% in individual capacity, and Krishna Boob, the HUF, has a 3.04% stake as well. This is as per the June quarter shareholding pattern. If you take a look at Clean Sciences, the stock is up around 30% from its IPO price of 900, but from the post-listing high, which is well over 1,600 rupees, the stock has corrected almost 30% from those levels. So a large trade in the offing. Expect the stock to start off in the red.
Okay, all right, Hormuz. Thanks a lot for that. I'm keeping an eye out on India Cements. Now, UltraTech Cements board has approved selling around 6.5% stake in India Cements by the OFS route, which will happen in the next 2 sessions. UltraTech holds close to an 81.5% stake in India Cements as of June 2025. So this helps them comply with the listing regulations. It comes down to around 75%. The floor price more or less in line, mild discount to yesterday's closing price, and the total deal size at the floor price will be around 740 crores. Now, UltraTech, in their con call, they sounded very bullish about South India. They also made that comment. South could be the new North. They spoke about India Cements going to the 4-digit unit EBITDA by FY28. The street was happy that India Cements, in fact, turned around, but they were, talking up the market. So 1,000 rupees per ton is what they're talking about. And now some on the street say, we know the reason why, right? They spoke up the South market, and now, in fact, they're going ahead and complying with that. So we'll have to see whether or not South is the new North. But for the time being, India Cements could be a little under the weather because of this OFS overhang. So keep an eye out on that one. Moving to Hormuz. Hormuz, couple of large trades yesterday. V-Guard and HCG. Promoters cashing out again. Tell us more.
Yeah, promoters did cash out on both V-Guard and HCG. It was a partial. Starting off with V-Guard, where the promoter Chitilapalli Thomas Kochus sold around 82.5 lakh shares at 370 rupees, and part of that stake was purchased by ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund. As per the June shareholding, ICICI Prudential Midcap Fund had around a 2.5% stake in V-Guard already, so they are amping up their stake in the company. But Healthcare Global, BS Ajay Kumar, the promoter, sold around 14 lakh shares, 660 rupees was the price, and and B.S. Ajay Kumar had a 10.5% stake in individual capacity at the end of the June quarter in Healthcare Global, and this entire stake was purchased by Axis Mutual Fund, whose name does not feature in the June quarter shareholding pattern among the funds that hold more than 1% stake in the company. So the promoter selling overhang may remain, so may start off in the red, both of these names, but may end up seeing some recovery considering the funds that have bought this stake.
Okay, all right, Harmaz, got it. Thanks very much. So all of those stocks on our radar. Vinny is joining in. She's looking at a bunch of order wins and a very interesting management appointment at Arvind Fashions. Vinny, morning. Tell us more.
Good morning. So let me start with those order wins. Firstly, for RailTel, they've secured 2 orders amounting to a total of 50 crores. The first one is of 15 crores. This is from the Higher Education Department of Odisha, and the second one is a 35 crore order from Kerala State Information Technology Mission Department. So that is what will keep the stock in the green today. Jupiter Wagons, that's another one that we'll be keeping an eye out on. The subsidiary has received a letter of intent worth around 215 crores for supplying of wheel sets for Vande Bharat train. Next one, keep an eye out on Godrej Properties. Now, they've emerged as the highest bidder of around a 7.8 acre land parcel in Hyderabad. So furthermore, increasing their presence in Hyderabad, and the project has an estimated gross development value of around 3,800 crore rupees. And lastly, in terms of the appointment that has come in for Arvind Fashion, we'll see green coming in here as well for the stock, as Saiko Das has been appointed as the Chief Brand and Strategy Officer. Previous stint, he was working with Levi's right now as a senior director there, and under his leadership, Levi's has actually emerged as the #1 apparel brand. So overall, that's a positive sign because he will work towards Arvind Fashion's strengthening its brand-led growth going forward. So that's why green expected for all the 4 stocks.
Okay, all right, got that. Thanks very much, Vinny, for all the details over there. Well, let's quickly recap our list of stocks to watch. The ones that have positive news flow this morning would be Fortis Healthcare, Ather Energy, RailTel, Jupiter Wagons, Godrej Properties, and Arvind Fashions. Stocks with negative news flow would be Clean Science, India Cements, V-Guard, and HCG. Okay, now that's our stock list for the morning.